Trojans ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. From deep, it's Harbor. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. On the move, it's Nicky. Just smothered on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
To the air, it's Chambliss. Caught. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The Scarlet Knights are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
So we're scoreless. Their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Snapped on fourth down. At the 35, he's loose. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a fourth down conversion.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game.
There he goes. The 20. Tag. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rutgers. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Inside, it's Thomas. Makes a guy miss and finally brought down at about the 25.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Snags it. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. From the gun.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Long way to go on second down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Right side, it's Johnson. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Drops back on first down. Under pressure. Finds his man. No chance to run, but still a good gain. And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll go to the air again. Between the hashes, it's Williams. Runs through a man. He might have space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Thrust that arm out. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
A run for the quarterback. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Finds his target. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Mateer. On the move. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
Touchdown, Southern Cal! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. Tie game, and what about this call? Going for an onside kick here in the first half. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And back to the air on second down. Out wide left, it's Moore. Open spaces. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. On target to the left. Wide open spaces. He's at the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown USC. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking to throw, it's Chambliss. Makes the grab, it's Green. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. He'll set up to throw. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's going to be a safety, and you want to talk about screwing up a turnover. He just did.
Oh, and those are one of those plays where you just start scratching your head, and you're like, wait a minute, you're going the wrong way. It was a nice interception, but Cantell lost his bearings, lost his compass, lost his mind, whatever he lost, and he goes the wrong way. I promise you, all week that will be shown in the defensive meeting rooms, and they will be laughing and pointing and making fun of the young man from going the wrong direction.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Hand off from the shotgun. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Making the adjustment. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll ride him again. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Hits inside. It's Thomas. Breaks into the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Hey, you could see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
The Trojans use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Working the middle. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He gets a block. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And he makes the extra point. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Looking to throw, it's Chambliss. Out wide right, it's Wilson. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Wants to throw one first. Lets it fly. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. The Scarlet Knights will kick it off to start the second half. And and the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in this. Makes a grab and room to run. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it.
He's going to fire deep. He's got it down the field. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a space. Still looking. There he goes. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. They've really got this offense humming. Just a fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. A third and goal call here from the 2. Let's see if... Touchdown, Trojans! They take the lead here in the second half.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Second down, gonna throw it. Time to take a shot. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. Right side, it's Thomas. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And now this top 25 team may be a little bit wobbly after that score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last touchdown touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Running inside, it's Thomas. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
To the air, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. Turning it on! And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the 1st half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the 2nd half.
They'll ride the hot hand. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. The way these two teams are putting up numbers, all kinds of time left as we start the 4th. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. He'll be dropped.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. He's got it. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Thomas. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes it.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Motion from the wide receiver. Just going to keep it after the snap. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. A first down run on the doorstep. Nowhere to go. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. Second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, USC.
So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. And this to take the lead, and it's getting late. And it's good! And they go back on top. The points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.